Hey fact lovers! Welcome to Factopia, where curiosity meets reality. Today we're diving into 100 wild, weird, and wonderful animal facts that'll blow your mind. From jungle giants to sea creatures and even creepy crawlies, you won't believe what nature is hiding. Let's jump right in. Let's kick it off with something that'll shake the ground. Elephants can hear with their feet. They detect low-frequency rumbles through vibrations in the ground, helping them communicate over miles. Ready to stretch your knowledge? A giraffe's neck has only 7 bones, just like ours. Each one is super long, letting them stretch over 6 feet. This next one might leave a fingerprint on your mind. Koalas have fingerprints nearly identical to humans. Even forensic scientists have trouble telling them apart under a microscope. Here comes a wild pattern twist. Tigers have striped skin, not just fur. Each tiger's pattern is unique, like a fingerprint in fur. You might want to plan your bathroom trips better after this one. Sloths only poop once a week. When they do, it's a risky trip to the forest floor, where predators await. Here's something that proves even cows have BFFs. Cows have best friends and get stressed when separated. Studies show they form deep social bonds, just like us. Time to talk about a creature with edgy poop? Wombats poop cubes. It helps prevent their droppings from rolling away, marking territory effectively. Here's the king of naps. Lions sleep up to 20 hours a day. The kings of the jungle are actually giant lazy cats. Now this next one is fast and fierce. A cheetah can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. That's faster than most sports cars. Let's get fancy with this next fact. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. And with those bright colors and synchronized moves, it totally fits. Nature's got built-in sunscreen, check this out. Hippos produce a natural sunscreen. It's a red, oily secretion that protects their skin from sunburn and infection. This one's for the lifters out there. Ants can carry objects 50 times their own body weight. It's like a human lifting a car, no gym required. Time for a one-way hop. Kangaroos can't walk backwards. That's why they're on Australia's coat of arms, always moving forward. Next up, camouflage chaos. Zebras' stripes confuse predators. When they run together, the patterns create a dizzying illusion that throws off attackers. Romance in the wild gets weird. Male giraffes taste female urine to test fertility. Yep, dating is different in the animal kingdom. Here's the most efficient hunter on land. The African wild dog has an 80% hunting success rate. That's higher than lions, tigers, or wolves. This one's a true survivalist. Crocodiles can go months without eating. They have super efficient digestion and can live off one big meal for weeks. Prepare to feel prickly. Hedgehogs have around 5,000 to 7,000 quills. Desert problems? Not for this one. Camels have 3 eyelids and 2 rows of lashes. Perfect desert defense against blowing sand. Now this is straight out of a fantasy story. Reindeer eyes change color by season. In summer, they're golden, in winter, blue, helping them see in low light. Time to make a splash, let's dive into the deep blue. Dolphins actually have names. They develop unique whistles that identify each individual, kind of like an underwater username. Here's one that'll make you blink twice. A jellyfish doesn't have a heart, brain, or bones. It's mostly water and nerves, yet it's been floating around for over 500 million years. You're not ready for this next one. Pufferfish inflate by swallowing water or air to appear larger. It's their way of saying, back off, to predators. Okay, this is seriously wild. The pistol shrimp's claw snap creates a bubble hotter than the sun. It stuns prey with a literal sonic boom underwater. Let's float over to this strange but true fact. Seahorses mate for life, and it's the males that get pregnant. They carry the babies in a pouch until birth, true ocean gentlemen. You won't believe what these sleepy swimmers do. Parrotfish sleep in a bubble of mucus. It protects them from parasites and predators while they nap. This one's a splash of sweetness. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping to stay together. They float in groups called rafts, sometimes with dozens linked together. Beneath the waves, the weird gets weirder. Anglerfish use a glowing lure on their heads to attract prey. It's like deep-sea fishing, with your own face. Warning, this one might give you goosebumps. The Greenland shark can live over 400 years. Some are older than the United States. Here's a shocker from the electric crowd. Electric eels can generate up to 600 volts. That's enough to stun prey or power several light bulbs. Let's paddle over to something prehistoric. Horseshoe crabs have been around for over 450 million years. They predate dinosaurs and have blue blood that's medically valuable. Things are getting tentacly. The octopus has 3 hearts and blue blood. 2 hearts pump to the gills, 1 to the body, and they all stop when it swims. Time for a beauty from the deep. Clownfish are all born male. They can change sex later, depending on the social structure of their group. Bet you didn't see this one coming. Whales can hold their breath for over an hour. The sperm whale holds the record at a stunning 90 minutes. Splashing into another jaw-dropping one. Starfish have no brain and no blood. They use water to move nutrients through their bodies instead. You've heard of tool-using apes, but what about fish? Some wrasse fish use rocks as tools to crack open clams. It's rare, but proves intelligence isn't just for land animals. This next one is super sticky. Octopuses can taste with their arms. Each sucker is packed with taste receptors to sample the world as they explore it. It's time for a whale of a tale. Humpback whales sing complex songs that can last 30 minutes. They can even pass their songs across oceans to other pods. Here comes a shocking truth. Sharks never run out of teeth. They grow new ones constantly, with some species shedding thousands in a lifetime. And to round off this segment, something small but mighty. A baby blue whale gains about 200 pounds a day. That's like growing a full-grown man every 24 hours. Let's take to the skies for some feathered and flying fun. Crows can recognize human faces and remember them for years. So if you mess with one, it might tell its friends. You're going to love this lovebird fact. Penguins propose with pebbles. Male penguins search for the smoothest stone to offer as a gift to a potential mate. Now this one really sings. Lyrebirds can mimic chainsaws, camera shutters, and car alarms. Their mimicry skills are out of this world. Get ready to buzz into something brilliant. Bees communicate by dancing. Their waggle dance tells other bees where to find the best flowers. You won't believe how fast this bird is. The peregrine falcon is the fastest animal on Earth. It dives at speeds over 240 miles per hour. Here's a little bedtime story. Swifts can sleep while flying. They spend most of their lives in the air, rarely landing even to nap. This next one's the MVP of camouflage. Owls have asymmetrical ears. It helps them pinpoint the exact location of sounds, even in total darkness. This one's a treat from the tropics. Macaws eat clay to neutralize toxins in their diet. It's nature's detox smoothie. Get your buzz on with this creepy crawly fact. Dragonflies can fly in all directions, up, down, backward, and sideways. They're the helicopters of the insect world. Let's flutter into something magical. Butterflies can taste with their feet. That's how they decide which leaves to lay eggs on. We're going deep into bug territory now. Ant colonies can stretch over thousands of miles. One super colony in Europe spans over 3,700 miles. Get ready to feel itchy. A flea can jump over 200 times its body length. That's like a human leaping over a skyscraper. This one's got a glow up. Fireflies aren't just pretty, their glow is a chemical reaction called bioluminescence, and it's cold light with no heat. Buzz in for a royalty reveal. Queen bees can lay up to 2,000 eggs per day. She's the ultimate multitasker. This fact might stick with you. Some caterpillars turn into butterflies by digesting themselves in their chrysalis. Total transformation from goo to glory. You'll be surprised by this next buzz. Male bees, or drones, die immediately after mating. Their life purpose is short but vital. One more tiny but mighty hero. The bombardier beetle sprays boiling chemicals from its abdomen. It's got built-in bug spray defense. This one's for the garden lovers. Ladybugs can eat over 5,000 aphids in their lifetime. They're tiny pest control machines. Want a high-pitched surprise? Mosquitoes are more attracted to people who've just eaten bananas. They can sense the chemicals through your skin. And lastly, here's a real social butterfly. Monarch butterflies migrate over 3,000 miles to Mexico every winter. That's longer than many birds. Now let's meet some of the weirdest, rarest, and most unbelievable animals on Earth. Axolotls can regrow limbs, organs, and even parts of their brain. They're the ultimate regenerators. Let's dig into this underground fact. Moles can smell in stereo. They use each nostril separately to locate prey underground. This next one's a real piggy bank. Sea pigs, a type of sea cucumber, live deep on the ocean floor and walk using hydraulic feet. Hold your breath for this. Tardigrades, or water bears, can survive in space, extreme heat, cold, radiation, and even vacuum. They're nearly indestructible. This next one knows how to blend in. The leaf-tailed gecko looks exactly like a dead leaf. Perfect camouflage. Coming in with more hidden talent. The mimic octopus can impersonate over 15 different species, from lionfish to sea snakes, to avoid danger. Here's a surprise hug. The eye taps trees to find bugs inside and uses its long finger to fish them out. It's nature's creepy finger-picking expert. Arctic foxes have fur on their paws for warmth and grip. They walk on snow like they're in boots. This one's pretty chill. The wood frog freezes solid in winter and thaws in spring, then hops away like nothing happened. We're not done with ice yet. Narwhals have long spiral tusks that can grow up to 10 feet. They're actually giant, sensitive teeth. What if I told you, it's real? The platypus is one of the only mammals that lays eggs. It also sweats milk and has venomous ankle spurs. You'll love this romantic reptile. Male seahorses perform daily dances with their partners, curling tails and swimming side by side before mating. Now we're going small again. Glass frogs have translucent skin. You can see their beating hearts and organs through their bellies. Something speedy on 6 legs. Cockroaches can live a week without their heads. They only die from dehydration. Here's something shocking. The electric ray can deliver a 220-volt shock. It uses electricity to stun prey and protect itself. A quick bite of knowledge. The Komodo dragon has toxic saliva filled with bacteria. One bite is often enough to bring down prey. Here's a wild one from the trees. Tarsiers have eyeballs bigger than their brains. But they're nighttime ninjas with super sight. Down under, it gets stranger. The cassowary is the world's most dangerous bird. With dagger-like claws, it can slice through thick vegetation or flesh. And to wrap it all up, humans have discovered less than 20% of all animal species on Earth. The rest? Still waiting to blow your mind. Here comes another wild one. Some frogs can be frozen solid and still come back to life when thawed. Time for a mind blower. Male emperor penguins incubate eggs on their feet through the brutal Antarctic winter. Get this. A shrimp's heart is located in its head. Now this is unexpected. Orcas are actually the largest members of the dolphin family. You're not ready for this one. A group of owls is called a parliament. Wait till you hear this. Froghoppers are the best jumpers in the animal kingdom, leaping over 100 times their height. On to another gem. Baby elephants suck their trunks for comfort, just like human babies suck thumbs. Bet you didn't know this. The horn of a rhinoceros is made entirely of keratin, the same protein in your hair and nails. Here's a fact worth sharing. A group of porcupines is called a prickle. Time for a twist. Lobsters taste with their legs and chew with their stomachs. Get ready for chills. Owls can rotate their heads 270 degrees without injury. This one's crazy. Manatees control their buoyancy using their lungs. Let's keep going. Pigeons can recognize themselves in mirrors, a sign of self-awareness. Here's another wow moment. Snails can sleep for up to 3 years. Back with another brainbuster. Some ants farm aphids, protecting them to harvest their honeydew. Time to flip your expectations. The basilisk lizard can run on water, earning it the nickname Jesus Lizard. You'll love this one. Pandas fake pregnancy to get more food and attention in captivity. This one's for the record books. The blue dragon sea slug can eat poisonous prey and store the toxins for self-defense. Here's something brilliant. The mimic poison frog's tadpoles ride on their dad's back to water-filled plants. And to wrap it up with a bang, wolves have been known to adopt orphan pups from other packs.